Plano police did not have to go far to find the driver who crashed a stolen car. It happened right outside of the police department. And what happened just a few minutes before the crash is even more surprising. Fox 4's Melissa Cutler, live in Plano.
Yeah, Clarice, it happened right, beyond my shoulder here, right beyond that railroad crossing is the beginning of an S-curve. That witnesses say this car came about 90 miles an hour. It came barreling down this road here, and you could see the white markings on the street to Market. This is the end of a brief car chase that began and ended with unusual twists and turns.
It was in the middle of the day. You would never expect anything like that to happen.
Allison Berry was working at a law office in downtown Plano at about 10 o'clock this morning when she heard a commotion and ran to the window.
I saw this car just fly by the cigar shop and come into oncoming traffic. I swear he was going at least 90 miles an hour.
Andrew Strong works in the same office.
And then we heard the thump later on. I figured it must have been a wreck of some sort.
More than a dozen officers, many with guns drawn, a SWAT team, and a white Chevy Impala upside down, all in the middle of 14th Street.
It was pretty scary. It was scary just to be working and all of a sudden you're seeing a high-speed chase go in front of your office.
Police say this was the end of the chase, just steps away from the police department. Police say the car originally had been in Garland, warming up in the owner's driveway when it was stolen. Then something rare happened, even by law enforcement standards.
It's very unusual for people to spot their own stolen vehicle, especially the same day, much less at all.
Turns out the woman saw her car being driven around in Plano. She called 911, and a nearby officer called for backup and tried to stop it. The driver sped off, drove about a quarter mile when he lost control.
Right after those railroad tracks is an S-curve, and the driver apparently was not able to negotiate that S-curve.
He slammed into an SUV, caught fire, and flipped. The driver of the SUV was not hurt, but the axle came off. Police busted out a window and pulled the suspect to safety. He was sent to the hospital, where he is expected to survive.
And it just was very alarming to be just working and all of a sudden here comes a high-speed car chase.
Witnesses saw the irony of a crime ending up practically at the front door of a police station.
Yeah, I guess he's just going to walk across the street to jail. I guess you can't really pick where these things end up.
To give you some perspective, you could see some of the debris here on the sidewalk, and if you look right across the street, there is the Plano Police Department. They say it's quite amazing that anybody survived that car flipping over. The man is described, the suspect, as a man in his 20s or so, mid to late 20s. Back to you.
Yeah, you want to talk about ironic and wild. That's amazing. Melissa, tell us more about Allison and how she was able to spot her own stolen car.
Well, what makes this story even more compelling, Clarice, is the idea that the owner would have anything to do with finding their own car, that they had any involvement at all. Plano police have not confirmed, but reportedly GPS was the way that the owner had found her car, alerted police, called 911, and then off they go. There goes the chase. Police had not indicated that the suspect knew the victim. Again, this was originated in Garland. The car was in the driveway. It was an opportunity, a crime of opportunity that was running. It's a cold day out here. Suspect allegedly jumps in, takes off, and off they go.
A high-tech tip.
Back to you.
High-tech tip, Melissa. All right, thank you.